Oh my goodness, can we talk about Heated Rivalry? It's the gay hockey romance you never knew you needed.
This is such a bad idea. What this?
How much pressure do you feel from the fans, from the hockey world in general?
I find it hard being so high profile.
It's been in Canada and it's coming here to the UK. It's going to be streaming on Now TV and Sky TV, but I've managed to see it and I cannot tell you how amazing this show is. Well, I'm about to. It's got a raw emotional depth that is just so compelling and real, and I feel I can really relate to this story. Not that I've been an ice hockey player, but experiencing a secret side of myself. And when I came out, like before I came out, something happened. Check out my coming out video, I'll leave it in the link. But yeah, something happened with me and someone else, and that whole coming out and having to tell family is such a big thing. And I feel this series just it just really, I can't believe it's acted, to be honest. It's acted so well. You believe the characters like Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov. Ilya Rozanov's a Russian hockey player and Shane Hollander is a Canadian hockey player, and it's just
World. Canada's Shane Hollander.
Shane Hollander, I wanted to introduce myself.
Okay.
And Russia's Ilya Rozanov.
You're an awesome player to watch.
Yes.
the first bit of it, like, is just, it's amazing. It's a relationship over 8 years, and yeah, it starts off as a fling, not sure what it is kind of thing, and there is a lot of sex in this, just be prepared, but I think the intensity and how beautifully it's shot and their relationship is, it's so beautifully told in a way that, there's some really heart-wrenching moments where each one of them is not totally sure where the relationship is going, which is like, you know, when you're in a new relationship, it is that whole thing of not being totally sure and not being sure of the other person's, like, intentions. And one thing I think's done so well in the series, a lot of it has come from Rachel Reid's book, which I haven't read, but I know they've stayed true to the text of the book, which I can't wait to read, because there's more in the series, which I'm excited to read about. And this series is going to go on, but, like, literally, they're meeting over a period of 8 years. They're on rival hockey teams is the main gist of it. And yeah, there's this sort of intense, like, meeting of them, like, over the years, and it's just so well done. I cannot tell you, like, the actors, Connor Storrie and Hudson Williams are definitely ones to watch out for, because how they portray these characters is so beautifully told, so raw, so unapologetic, and just, it's incredible. It has to be seen to be believed, but it's amazing. And there's a text where Ilya and this is my cat Kalumi, Shane Hollander is, like, texting, and there was a meeting they had and there was no kissing involved, and the whole conversation of him being like, we didn't kiss, and, like, or changing what he wanted to say to Ilya and not being able to say it, but that changing conversation just feels so real. And, like, it uses text, this series uses text in a way I don't think I've seen in a series that is so raw and so real, which I absolutely love. So Ilya and Shane, they're having this secret love affair, I guess you could say, but it's intense, but they're not sharing it with anyone. And Ilya's a Russian, so there's that element as well of not wanting it to come out, but also Shane, and just being ice hockey players, it sort of really shares that feeling of being in sport and not wanting to come out, keeping it secretive.
You will be seeing each other a lot.
Yeah, Boston and Montreal play against each other often.
Which has been something that has happened. Well, it probably still does. Yeah, it's just so beautifully told. I don't almost want to share too much because I want you to see it, but there's just, the scenes are so beautifully done, and then there's, as you carry on, there's another romance that happens, a whole other characters. Yeah, there's another episode that's the character Scott Hunter you see before. Because he's part of the a part of Shane's hockey team, and there's another like romance that is also secret in a different way, but it's between Scott Hunter, the hockey player, and Kip, a barista. But that's beautifully told too, and really adds, because there's a really special moment that happens in another, I think it's in the last episode actually, and it's so beautiful. I feel like I'm crying now. I don't want to tell you what happens because I want you to find out for yourself. And also, with Shane, there's a whole situation where he gets involved with an actress, Rose, and yeah, there's a beautiful scene where she's basically telling him that she knows that he's not into her, but thinks he might be gay, and but it's so, well, does know, and it's so beautiful. Like, I hope I haven't spoiled it too much for you, but so that scene is so beautiful and beautifully told, and she wants to remain friends, and she's very understanding of his situation, I guess, and then the final episode, because it starts off, it's quite like full on like sex scenes and the meeting of Ilya and Shane, but then the relationship you sort of see develop over time, as I guess it would, but it's just, the ending is like a time they have in the cottage, and it's so beautiful. The relationship feels so real, some really beautiful moments. I just don't feel like me talking about it really, it's hard to do it justice. Like, I haven't seen anything where I'm so just in awe of it. And then there's a whole scenes of them like coming out together to, well, if you don't come watch, if you don't want to know this, but Shane and Ilya, they're in his like cottage, which is like this amazing it's an amazing like country escape, really. I think calling it a cottage, but it's called like a hut cabin type thing in Canada, in like around the lake, and they have moments of time together. It's so beautiful. But Shane's dad, because he told them he's there for certain reasons, comes across them two kissing, and then he has to really go and tell his parents. But then Ilya wants to come with him, and there's a scene of him telling his mum and dad, and it's so real, so beautifully written, and feels just so real how you go about coming out and trying to explain. But Ilya, like, literally is like, says, like, uses the word boyfriend, and I can be your boyfriend, and it's so beautiful in this coming out scene. And Shane realizes how much Ilya loves him in this scene, and it's just and then when the parents are okay, he has a chat with his mum, but I don't want to spoil it, but it ends up being okay with them, and seeing them drive off together, it's just, literally, seriously, this series, go watch it, because it is amazing. I hope I can get across somehow, some way to you. Yeah, Heated Rivalry. I'm so excited to read the books, though. That's what my next plan, because I think, I want to know more about what, like, if it may add some more detail, but I know the series has remained so close to the book, so please, I just want to say, go watch it. If you ever fancied seeing like a gay romance or just a love story that feels absolutely real, it is real, but that feels so real, it's so beautifully written as it's come from the book, I guess, and it's so well told. Heated Rivalry, I can't get enough of it. It's just, go watch it, seriously, amazing.